All right, I have no idea what just happened to the sound. I'm incredibly upset at that now. We could hear it, but you guys could not.
That got me completely confused right now. I don't know what happened.
That sucks.
You don't recall changing anything in the settings or any?
No.
Nothing?
I'll have to look over it. Maybe it's one of those reset things where I got to go into it every time and do something. I don't know. I apologize for that.
Can you guys even hear us? I hope to God you can.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
The mics are on. There should be sound.
Can you hear us? Let us know in the chat. Because if you can, we severely apologize for no sound there in the opening intro right there. That's crazy. That's crazy. I actually have no words for it. I'm actually kind of disappointed that actually happened.
There was no problem last week, so what the hell?
And you don't recall changing anything?
No, didn't change a goddamn thing. Didn't change a goddamn thing. What needs to be changed, though, is some of these Madden ratings, which we're going to get into shortly. I apologize for the opening. That's disappointing. Why was the music not playing?
I don't know if it's an OBS thing or what, because we're using OBS to stream here. I have no idea.
That is terrible.
As soon as we get off here, we'll definitely figure out and try to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, because
sure.
There's no reason why we should be able to hear it, but you guys not. That makes no sense to me. What I can definitely guarantee is we will figure it out, and the next stream, it'll be fixed. I can guarantee you that. Because,
yes, that's for sure.
You know, we didn't do all that for no sound. That's just disappointing. Plus, that's going to be the opening video. Little hype up, I guess, for whenever we do the watch parties this upcoming season. Mm-hmm. Which you guys can definitely anticipate coming as early as preseason, which I cannot wait for, because Steelers football is going to be back come this week. And as a matter of fact, if you want to get technical, come Tuesday. That is when players report to training camp. That is when players report back to Latrobe, St. Vincent College. The Steelers are back where they belong to start the football season.
Yes, they will be.
And I cannot wait, man.
First time since 2019. First time without Ben. First time without Poundseed, Colbert, all those guys. It's a new era.
It is a new time, and I am here for it. And I don't know what to anticipate, but that is why I'm so excited about this.
Thank God, because this offseason has been, after the draft, it's been very, very, it feels like it's dragging.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
There's rarely been any news. There's rarely been any excitement, but that's what happens when it comes to the NFL offseason.
Right.
So be it. Hey, as long as training camp is right upon us.
And which it is, in which we will have content coming this week where we will be talking about training camp battles. They'll be in separate videos where we talk about a specific position. We already have quarterback and left guard already done, edited, and ready to be uploaded. We will be uploading those this upcoming week. You guys can anticipate that. I can't wait, man. Football season might as well be here, because we're going to be in Latrobe shortly. We're going to start hearing news and start seeing reports about players and everything, man. All the love and joy about football coming back will be here this week. That is amazing, man. But for tonight's stream, we're going to talk a little bit about the Madden ratings, because, I feel like we got to talk about it a little bit. Now, I understand that the Madden ratings really don't mean a goddamn thing. They really don't. Because, what's the point in getting mad about ratings, And I've told myself that numerous times. In fact, I've told myself that growing up as a kid. Who cares about Madden ratings? Because you can always just upgrade it whatsoever.
And we always remind ourselves, every year Madden drops the ball with ratings. Every year, somehow, some way, they get worse with their ratings.
Right. But that doesn't change the fact that we, as fans, know how good these guys are on the field. Especially a guy like TJ Watt, who is not a member of the 99 Club. Yet again, even though he is the reigning, defending, undisputed Defensive Player of the Year, finally getting what he deserves after 2 years of being robbed, and now he's robbed of a 99 Club.
The man that tied Michael Strahan's single-season sack record when nobody else even got close to it.
As a matter of fact, if you want to get if you really want to go there, he actually broke it, but due to penalties and ref calls and whatever the hell agenda they want to pull, they didn't give it to him. They didn't give it to him. They did not give it to him. But TJ Watt is he's not a member of the 99 Club. As a matter of fact, let me get it here for you guys. The member of the 99 Club is only exclusive to 4 players, which is Devontae Adams, deservedly so, Trent Williams, deservedly so, Aaron Donald deservedly so, and Myles Garrett, I shall say, deservedly. But how is Myles Garrett a 99 overall, but a TJ Watt is not? In fact, he's not even top 10 in all players' ratings when it comes to this year's game.
And I don't know how. If anything, you couldn't give him at least a 98. You gave him a 96.
Which is the lowest a defensive player of the year has gotten in the past previous years.
Yeah.
Aaron Donald's gotten 99. Stephon Gilmore's gotten 99. I mean, like, J.J. Watt got 99 how many times? I mean, Jesus.
I don't understand it. I don't get it.
As we go down the list here, T.J. Watt is 17th when it comes to top 100 NFL players ratings, although you could say he's tied for 13th with 96 overall rating. That is what he is, a 96. Too low.
I'm sorry. T.J. Watt is the best defensive player in the NFL today, and I am not being biased. Yes!
Over Aaron Donald.
That can be... That could go either way with any discussion. But Watt, with his position, with how he sometimes has to step back in coverage and how he plays his role as an outside linebacker, with what he does all around on that field, and that presence that he has is unmatched.
You're absolutely right.
At least to me.
As a matter of fact, in my opinion, TJ Watt is a top 3 player in the entire league. If I'm going to be 100% honest with you, because I do believe defense wins championships, and TJ Watt was one of the guys that absolutely started the resurrection of the Steel Curtain defense for the city of Pittsburgh. He was one of the guys. And an immediate impact did this guy make, and he's getting better statistically year after year after year after year, and that might be the same come this year. I don't know, man. TJ Watt is just, we are watching history when we watch this guy, but it's criminal that Madden did not give this guy a 99 overall. They gave him a low 96, honestly.
And not only did they screw TJ Watt, they also screwed Minkah Fitzpatrick out of the top 10 safety rankings.
Right, and we'll get into the safeties. We're going to start with free safety, which is obviously his natural position. He is ranked number 5 in terms of free safeties altogether.
Now you can make an argument about Jesse Bates, Micah Hyde, Justin Simmons, Kevin Byard. They're all great safeties, don't get us wrong.
Right,
They're
absolutely
fantastic in their own right. But with what Minkah has done since he's put on the black and gold uniform, for what he had to deal with last year, having to be the team leading tackler for a free safety, having to play many roles, as a matter of fact, if you think about it last year.
Truthfully, if they want to put Minkah below any of these guys, that's fine. What I have an issue with is his rating, an 89. An 89 for Minkah Fitzpatrick. An 89. And if you actually put all the ratings together, not just free safety, we're going to go all the way down to strong safety as well. There are 6 other safeties that have a higher rating than Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Jamal Adams is a 90 overall rating.
So if you put all these together from free to strong safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick is the 11th ranked safety in Madden this year. 11. He's not even top 10. He's not even top 5. How is that possible?
I don't know how that is possible.
And listen, there's no disrespect. There's nothing against these guys. These guys are phenomenal safeties, right? I think anyone would take these guys on their team. But to have Minkah below a 90 and below top 10 in safeties overall is just, I don't understand how you fathom that. And this is not the first time they've done it.
No, it is not. No, it is not.
I don't understand it, man.
I'm sorry. I find it very criminal with what they did to TJ Watt and Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
I really do. 2 of the best at their very respective positions, in my opinion. I'm not saying that as a Steelers fan. I'm saying as an overall football fan. With what they do in their positions, with what they got to handle with their positions, and what they do on the field every snap is crazy.
Yeah.
With how they play their respective positions.
Yeah, exactly.
With what they do on the field. It makes me proud that they're Pittsburgh Steelers.
Right.
That they are signed long-term for years to come.
Now, one thing they did get right is I believe he's listed as a D tackle. He's not a D tackle.
No,
he's an interior defensive lineman, but they go by more positions here.
And a DN? Yeah, it should be DN, right?
They go by right end, left end.
Yeah, right end, right there. Right there. Number 4.
Number 4, in terms of defensive ends, right ends. They got Cam Hayward right at 93. Now, if you bottle up as interior defensive lineman in general, Aaron Donald's obviously number 1. Cam Hayward is number 2. They got something right.
They do have something right. Good.
In fact, it's one of the few things Madden actually got right this year. The first thing they got right was putting John Madden on the cover. That was a no-brainer. The second thing they got right was giving Hayward a 93, a solid 93, and making him the second best interior defensive lineman in the league, which we all know he is. Last year is a phenomenal example. He ages like a fine wine. His best year was last year, and the defensive line went through a circus accident when it came to injuries and rotations with guys coming in and out, and Hayward was a consistent anchor on that team, having the best year of his career, and it was just phenomenal to watch.
With the defensive line being in shambles last year and having Hayward do the majority of the work and have the season he did.
Right.
It leaves me speechless, for real. I don't know how Hayward does it.
I don't know either, but I'm glad they gave him a very respectable rating and putting him below Aaron Donald, which is exactly where he belongs. So
it's a good rating. Great rating for Hayward.
It is a good rating. I guess we can talk about Najee Harris a little bit because he is the 15th ranked running back in Madden this year, below all these guys, including an Ezekiel Elliott and a Kareem Hunt and a Saquon Barkley and a Leonard Fournette, which you could argue. And I'm not trying to overhype Najee because he's coming into his second year. I think that's a decent rating for Najee in terms of his second year. An 85, that's pretty decent. I'm not going to argue too much over it because he's in his second year, and seeing what he had to deal with last year was incredibly impressive. And I doubt they're going to overhype a second-year running back. I'm sure they've done it in the past with some other guys, maybe a Zeke before. But
they for sure did. But then again, when it came to Zeke, he was the league-leading rusher, so that's understandable.
Right. But
with Najee, I'm not going to complain overall too much about it either. Should it be a bit higher? Yes, I can understand that argument.
Honestly, if you compare him to last year, I'd rank him over a Barkley. Because if this is just based on what happened last year, I'd rank him over a Barkley. To be fair.
Yeah, if anything. But 85, I mean, that's not bad. That's not terrible.
No.
Could be better.
That's a respectable rating for Najee.
It works. It's like it's in the middle right there for Najee. For him coming into a second year, it's fine.
And we're going to go to kickers because I think they rated Boz a little too low. Justin Tucker's obviously number 1. No one's going to argue with that, 90 overall. Boswell's number 5 at 82. Personally, I think Boz is a top 3 kicker in the league, arguably top 5, which he is. He's a top 5 kicker.
According to the ratings, yes. He's listed as number 5.
82, I think, is a little low. I'd give him like a
84.
An 84.
Maybe high 85, maybe.
Right.
Maybe. But 84 I would have gone with for Chris Bosley. He's definitely top 3 kicker in the league.
He is.
His consistency is fantastic. Absolutely incredible.
He deserves. I hope we sign him very shortly before the season.
Seriously, you want to talk about clutch? That's Chris Boswell.
If I'm Omar Khan, I'm locking this guy up next.
Lock up.
This is my next priority.
Lock up, clutch, Chris. Seriously,
I like that, clutch, Chris. I like that. Now, I guess we can talk about quarterback because, the quarterback position for the Steelers is obviously a huge question mark.
It's a big mystery.
And there's 2 new additions to the team that are battling for the number 1 spot. As you see down below, Mitch Trubisky is number 38, just below a Malik Willis. Below an Andy Dalton, a Jacoby Brissett, a Daniel Jones, a Sam Darnold, a Marcus Mariota. Now, this is probably due to him sitting last year, so they're not going to give him too high of a rating. I think 69 is a nice number, but a little low for Trubisky. I'd give him like a low 70s.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, at least maybe a 70, 71 at most.
Right. 72, to be fair, honestly. And Kenny Pickett's a 68 as a rookie. 68, that's expected.
And I find it mysterious that with him being a first-rounder, we have yet to see how Kenny Pickett does on the field, that Desmond Ridder, a third-round selection, was actually rated higher than him as Ridder's 70 overall.
Right, and normally when it comes to specific rounds that players are drafted by, Madden ranks them really, really high. And Kenny was obviously the only quarterback drafted in the first round. So to give him a 68, and if you're going to give first-round quarterbacks decent ratings, that is kind of low.
Compared to previous years, granted this year's quarterback class wasn't as strong as years prior, but he could have at least been a 70 as well as Ritter.
As you guys see here, George Pickens, second-round rookie, is a 74 as a rookie. That's a good start. In fact, let me just go to the Steelers team in general to get a true overview. Watt, number 1, Hayward, Minkah, Najee, Deontay, Tyson Alu getting some respect. How about that? Boswell, excuse me. Miles Jack, 82. Akella Witherspoon getting some decent respect, 79 overall. Pat Frymuth is 79. That's a second-year guy.
Overall, I'll take it.
I'll take it.
Same thing with Najee as a second-year player coming into his second season. I mean, it's not a bad overall rating. It's
not. But when I see a guy like Evan Ingram ranked over him, it's a little.
That I understand. That I completely understand. I don't know how Ingram hasn't done anything.
No.
Since his rookie year.
Now, granted, I don't watch the Giants, so I might be missing something, but as far as I know, he's always injury prone. And you put Pat Frymuth for 79. That's a respectable rating for a second-year tight end, but I don't know if I'd put Ingram above him, truthfully.
Especially with how Pat was last year.
Right.
The red zone monster he was. I think he had like 7 touchdowns last year.
Right.
But 79, I'm not going to get too upset about it. I'll take it. Definitely, there's room for Pat Frymuth to grow in.
Oh, of course. We're all excited for Big Play Pat, for sure. As you see, like the ratings, man, Pickens is 78. Kendrick Green's a 73, which is is that respectable? Is that too high? Is that I don't know, man. Because obviously, when you look at the Steelers' offensive line, their ratings are going to be low.
Yeah.
I mean, Dotson's a 73 as well. James Daniels is a 78 up here.
He's the highest rated, and respectfully so.
Of course.
I know, like 73 for Kendrick Green. That's a little iffy, but it's whatever, I suppose.
Chucks is a 70. Let's see. Dan Moore's a 69. So is Mason Cole a 68. I mean, if you're going to play Madden 23 this year and you're trying to build the line, it's going to take time. That's for sure. That is for sure.
I mean, that's the one, real, aspect in Madden that's true for the Steelers.
But one thing I can confidently say about Madden this year is I'm not buying it.
No.
I am not buying it. And I know some of us say it almost every single year, but I actually mean it this year. Because
I didn't buy last year's.
I'm getting bored of it.
Dude, I didn't buy the last Madden I bought was Madden 21 when Lamar was on the cover.
Right.
I got bored of that quickly. I was like, I wasted my goddamn money.
In fact, I bought last year's game, but I bought it at a discount when it was half off. And that was in January.
Even then, though, I'm not wasting my money. I can't play these Madden games no more. And it's not because of the ratings or who's on the cover or whatever. It's the fact that the game is repetitive. It's the same thing every year.
It is.
It's like Call of Duty, really, if you think about it.
Right.
I don't play these new Madden games. If anything, I'll literally go back and play the old ones.
Yeah, exactly. Now, the graphics are obviously impressive. They made some new additions last year for 22, especially for next-gen consoles. And it's fun when you add all that, like the stadium effects and like the momentum factor that they add at the top, depending on how your team plays. And if it's at the top, then like the opponent's screen will shake because the home field advantage. Like that's cool additions. But when it comes to like franchise mode and story mode, it's so limited. It's not long. It's not investing. It's repetitive every year.
It just seems lazy, doesn't it?
Right, and it honestly gets boring. It does. Like, I play Madden from time to time, but I find myself halfway through the game like, what the fuck am I doing?
Right.
So, I can confidently say I'm not buying Madden this year. I'm going to save my money. I'm going to put that elsewhere, and I'm just not going to buy Madden again.
Yeah.
Honestly. In fact, I might put that money towards like an NHL or some other nice, cool game that's coming out.
Right.
Something that I can actually, put that money to good use. So the Madden ratings are absolute dog shit.
It's not just to the Steelers. It's just an overall Like, I know Justin Herbert is rated lower than Joe Burrow. Like, Burrow's 90 overall, and Jamar Chase ain't rated like a 90 or whatever.
And even a Max Crosby's only like a 87. Like, how is he not a top edge rusher? How is he not like a 90?
Yeah.
So it's not. We're not just talking about the Steelers in general. It's just overall as a game and the ratings aspect. I don't understand what they do for their rating system or how it works or what, but it needs change. It's garbage. It honestly is an insult.
It's so inconsistent. Some players are rated too high. Some players are rated too low.
I don't understand.
They don't give them the proper ratings that they should get.
Yeah.
When you see them on the football field.
I don't know how they pull off their rating system, but it needs changed. A lot of stuff with Madden needs changed, as a matter of fact. The only good thing that Madden has done this year was actually put John Madden on the cover. We all know that needed to happen. Maybe that's an upsell in games, in sales this year, but that's not going to come from me. I can confidently say that, for sure. Pittsburgh Rick with a $5 super chat says, put TJ on the cover now. He's deserving of it, but I still believe in the Madden curse. So I'm cool. Last time a Steelers player got on that Madden curse, or on the Madden cover, the Madden curse hit him like a ton of bricks.
It still is.
It still is.
It still is, dude.
What is he doing?
He's rapping.
That's rap?
Yeah, Pitting at the Palace. It's one of his songs. It's god awful. When he released the song when he walked out of that Bucks and Jets game, I listened to it. It's fucking awful. It's nothing. He's nothing but a mumble rapper, and it's crazy. And we all know this was going to happen to Antonio Brown when he left Pittsburgh.
The grass is never greener on the other side.
We all knew this was going to happen.
Very rare is the grass greener on the other side when you pull off the things that he pulled off. And I hate bringing it up because, believe me, it makes me sad because growing up as a teenager, watching every single game since 2014, I watched that prime. I watched that 784 connection.
That era.
It was some of the best shit I've ever seen as a Steelers fan. It was so enjoyment. It brought a lot of enjoyment out of it.
Those
it
two,
was fun to watch.
Ben and AB, the 784 connection, they were unmatched. They were untouched.
Untouchable. And he threw away a Hall of Fame career to do that. So when people say put another Steeler on the cover, I'm not a fan, bro. I'm not
good. I'm surprised they haven't put Aaron Donald on the cover. Then again, why would they?
Why would they?
Why would they, knowing
That's a good question. How is he not on the cover yet?
I'm actually surprised by that, knowing that he's 99 overall 6 straight years.
They'll put Odell on the cover after one catch in a phenomenal rookie year, but they won't put Aaron Donald on the cover. God forbid. I don't wish that.
No, hell no. I don't want nothing to happen to Aaron Donald. God forbid. Jesus Christ. He saved all of our hope. Our hopes of the Bengals now winning the Super Bowl.
Right.
Thank God.
Even though he did cost me like $120 for the Super Bowl.
Who gives a fuck? The Bengals didn't get a ring.
I don't care. As long as the Bengals lose, man, it's a good day. It is a good day. Will they lose come September 11th for week 1? I hope so. I don't know, man. I don't know. All I know is that the NFL season is coming around, and I will not be using Madden this year to jumpstart that.
No.
I will not. Young Boy says they disrespected James Conner too. What is his rating? What is
that's interesting. Let's take a look at that. Go to the Cardinals.
Yeah, Arizona. They go by
They're the first team. There we go.
James Conner is at, where the fuck is he? Did I pass him? He is at 81. 81.
Whoa, that's it?
81? He had career high in touchdowns last year in 81. Wow.
I'm surprised he's not up there with
They put Marquise Brown above him.
What? Dude, I'm surprised he's not up there with Cordell Patterson or Najee Harris at an 85.
Right. That's where he belongs.
That's ludicrous.
They really disrespected my boy James Conner.
That is ludicrous.
They disrespected my boy James Conner.
The man that led all running backs in touchdowns, I think overall last year.
I think you're right.
Redeems his career, goes to the Pro Bowl for a second time.
81?
Nope.
Oh my God. Stafford's an 88. That's it.
Yeah. He's an 88.
Again, these Madden ratings and however it works, however they make these ratings and how they just I don't know, man. It's just it needs changed. It's terrible. It is terrible. Yeah, it kind of was just short yardage, mostly in the goal line in the red zone, but he's still a great running back underneath.
That's what fits Connor best.
Yeah.
That's how you use him.
Right.
What we tried to use him as a bell cow. He's not worth that.
No, he's not.
He's not worth that type of work.
Well, he can't handle it because of his obvious, health concerns.
He can't handle that work, that overall work ethic right there.
Right.
The way he was used in Arizona is perfect. No wonder why he stayed.
Well, not the work ethic. I know what you're talking about, like the workload.
That's why, man. It's a work ethic.
Yeah. Obviously,
workload.
Connor has phenomenal work ethic. He just can't take that workload at this stage of his career.
Yes, exactly. The way Arizona used him is perfect. That's how you win games.
Yes. Absolutely.
You don't win games by stats. You win games by touchdowns. That's what Connor does.
You're right, and that's why the Cardinals were undefeated for so many weeks. And that's also possibly a reason why Kyler Murray got a lucrative, ridiculous contract.
What's his overall in the game? I actually didn't see that yet.
84. And he's,
84.
what, the third most paid quarterback now?
Second.
Second!
Just over A-Rod is number one. He's second. He just surpassed Watson by, I think, $1 million. Yeah.
What the fuck has he done, man?
Second.
What has nothing against Kyler Murray, okay? But what has he done? He sent them to the playoffs one time, and he had the worst game of his career that game. And he gets $43.1 million? Holy fuck. Are the Cardinals that desperate?
I suppose.
I guess Kyler Murray did choose the right sport. We were all like, he should go to baseball. He got baseball money at the end of the day, so it didn't matter to him.
Dude, do you see
He'll probably have a shorter career.
You see the baseball team's payroll overall? Like, overall as a team, Kyler Murray's still making more.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
I know, man.
I mean, he shouldn't be getting that money, but it's whatever. The Cardinals are going to keep a hold of their quarterback. They're going to see if he grows as a leader, as a player.
Right.
That's their problem.
Yeah. Corey Flores says, how y'all feeling? We're feeling pretty good, man.
We're doing good. We're doing great.
On a Sunday afternoon. Sunday night. It's probably Sunday afternoon still on the West Coast, but it is Sunday night over here on the East Coast in central Pennsylvania, where it was hot as a motherfucker.
It's still hot.
All weekend.
It's still hot.
Like HOTT, bro. That hot. It's terrible. In fact, if you guys can hear the AC, I'm sorry, but I have to have it blasting. It is.
It's not even blasting. It's on low, so it's not too loud.
Well, but still, it's good enough for me. It is. It's a heat wave over here, man. Thankfully, the weather's going down at least 10 degrees a little bit, but the humidity will still make it like 150,000 degrees over here. So.
Yep.
PA summer weather, man. You gotta love it. I'm definitely gonna enjoy it when we hit up Latrobe in a couple weeks for the Friday Night Lights deal. I think that's still the plan.
Yep.
But Saints Nola says, what's your guys' plans for season opener? The plan is to do the watch party. Do the live reactions for that game versus the Bengals. And we'll be joined by Coach Still, man, which should be very fun. Because it's week one. It's Steelers-Bengals football, AFC North rivalry, the defending AFC champions versus a new era in Pittsburgh. I mean, I'm hyped. But before that, we got to get to preseason, which I'm even more hyped for because we get to see a small glimpse of what we're going to look like. Now, preseason doesn't exactly determine what we're going to do because if that was the case, our offense would have been 1,000 times better in the regular season because that Lions game we did in the preseason last year, where was that offense all year?
That offense was nowhere to be found.
Nowhere to be found. It's like a one-and-done deal. It's like, let's put all our eggs in one basket for a preseason game and not show nothing for the
That was literally the last time Steelers offense was great at Heinz Field. Just think about that. Damn.
Well, if you're talking from a rushing aspect, obviously that was Ben's last game. Yeah. But as a complete offense, yeah, you're right.
That's what I mean, complete offense.
Right.
Complete offense.
I'm excited to see what this new offense can do, man. But, yeah, we're going to be doing watch parties, I believe, all year. When it comes to the later parts of the season, around December, I can't guarantee we'll be doing watch parties during that because we're going to have to work Sundays due to peak season at our job. But we'll get something going. We'll figure something out. But as for September, October, November, you guys we can guarantee it for sure. And it's going to be fun, man. I can't wait. We're going to be joined by Cold Steel for a majority, and I would actually hope all of the season. So I can't wait, man.
It's going to be exciting.
And that's why we're doing a stream tonight, because we did a stream last week for a live Q&A just to test the waters on the streaming aspect again, because it's been a while due to personal manners, and we're trying to kick the tires on the streaming thing. And we even had a Cold Steel invasion last week. I don't think it's going to happen this week, but I think we're going to keep doing these streams weekly just to, make sure it's consistent, get back in the flow of things, make sure the connections are good, and then when the watch parties come along, we're just ready to go. We're pumped. We can watch football. Bro, I can't wait. I can't wait, man.
Yeah, for real.
In fact, we actually have we're going to copy something that he did last year. We're going to have a swear jar because, why not? When it comes to the Steelers, it's just impossible.
That's what's going to happen. I think any Steelers fan watching us can relate.
Yeah. In fact, it might be filled by the end of the preseason, if I'm going to be real with you. In fact, I want to.
Well, that's going to be from you, not me. Not me.
I can't help it.
I understand that. I can really, really understand.
I can't help it. Let's see. Steel Black says, I don't like Najee's rating. It could be a little higher, but for a second-year running back, it's respectable. Tim New says, are y'all going to watch Chucky Season 2? Absolutely. That trailer got me pumped. And now we're going to get Glenn and Glenda in the show. What's that going to be like? What's that story going to be? How are they going to get involved?
I have no idea, but I'm excited.
I'm very hyped.
Because Season 1 Chucky was fantastic.
It was fantastic, bro.
It was so good.
And they should make that an October yearly type thing to kickstart the Halloween season, man. Yeah, I can't wait for Chucky this year. Going to Latrobe on August 6th, 4-hour drive, says Corey. That is the day after the Friday Night Lights. I don't know if we'll be at Latrobe on that Saturday. I don't know what our plans are. We might just go to Latrobe again because obviously, Latrobe during the day is free and open to the public to anybody. So we might do that again. If not, we'll probably just hit up Pittsburgh and do some sightseeing and, I don't know, maybe see the new Acrisure Stadium. Maybe they have the logo up. God, it's got to be so ugly
to which
for people.
I wonder exactly how they're going to... Are they going to do it like the... I hate to say they call it old, but the old Heinz Field logo? With how they designed it on like a platform? And
No. It's going to be
like that?
It's going to be like what we've seen in the previews. It's not going to be on a platform. It's going to be like its individual lettering.
That's what I mean, like how Heinz Field was. You know how Heinz Field, the logo and stuff like that was designed? Or are they going to do the same with Acrisure Stadium?
It's going to be like one long line across the center.
They're going to have the triangle and shit. I almost called it the diamond.
No. It's just going to be the lettering. It's going to be the font lettering, one single line. Acrisure Stadium.
I don't know how
I think that's how it's mocked up. Here, let me see if I can find it.
I don't know how I feel. I didn't see any preview. I did not see any preview of that, so you kind of got me confused there.
Hold on, let's see if I can find an image for you. Kind of like that.
I did not see what.
Okay, they're gonna have the logo. Here, let's see if I can get that for you guys. Hold on, give me a moment. Un minuto. There you go. That's kind of what it's gonna look like right there.
What?
Whoops, I don't want to click it, but you might as well click it. That's what it's gonna look like right there.
Oh.
Right there.
And
right there, right underneath this little thing, which is the people's, I forget what it's called, was the Heinz Field banner.
Nah.
Which is no longer.
No, I'm not feeling that. I'm sorry.
Is no longer. That is what it could look like, folks.
It's just. I'm not used to a straight thing. And shit, none of us are. Dude, seeing those.
Dude, it's gotta be ugly. Cause listen, that's not up right now. That's just a preview.
Dude, seeing those.
But it's gotta be ugly for people. Cause they obviously, if you guys didn't see, they took down the Heinz Field banner. They took down the Heinz Field logo.
The ketchup bottles
the
and
ketchup
stuff.
bottles.
Dude, seeing them lower that shit down.
It was hurtful. It was truly hurtful.
And I know it's just a logo.
It's a name.
It's a stadium name. When it comes to Steelers fans, the culture, we appreciate culture.
Right.
We appreciate culture stuff, aspects
Yeah.
related to
The city of Pittsburgh.
Overall Pittsburgh. Yeah, not just the Steelers, overall Pittsburgh.
And that's why, there's a Heinz History Center in downtown Pittsburgh, which we've been to. And it's incredible. If you haven't been there, you have to.
And I have to wonder with what they took down from Heinz Field, Acrisure Stadium, whatever you want to call it, if if not all, well, I hope all, but if not all, some of the signs that they took down, if they're going to put it in that building.
That's where where are they going to put it? Where would you put it? There's not a Steelers museum, at least not that I know.
What about
of.
the ketchup bottles? I heard one of them may be staying because Kraft Heinz actually agreed on a deal with the Steelers on the new 5-year deal to keep Heinz Red Zone staying for Acrisure Stadium.
Yeah, which, in fact, we'll get, because Pittsburgh Post-Gazette had an article about this. We'll get to it right now, actually. Kraft Heinz reaches 5-year deal to maintain presence at Acrisure Stadium. The Heinz Red Zone will remain at Acrisure Stadium, and one of the big ketchup bottles could be returning as well. Could. Not confirmed, but could.
To which, if one does come back, where exactly are they going to put it?
I don't know. That's why I'm going to read some of the article. It's a pretty decent, lengthy article, but Kraft Heinz and the Pittsburgh Steelers have reached a verbal agreement on a new 5-year deal that will maintain the global food giant's presence at the North Shore Stadium even after it lost a naming rights battle to Grand Rapids, Michigan-based Acrisure. We're happy to say we're going to continue to work with Heinz. Heinz is going to continue to be a corporate partner of ours, says the Steelers Vice President of Sales and Marketing, Ryan Hughes-Jack. As part of the deal, Kraft Heinz will continue to sponsor the Heinz Red Zone, as it is called when the Steelers get to the opponent's 20-yard line near the end zone. But, okay, now here's the thing with that. Obviously, when that happened, you had the ketchup being filled up on the Titantron.
Yes.
Is that going to still be a thing? They took down both ketchup bottles. Is that still going to be a thing?
But why would they take down both only to put just one back up? That wouldn't look right.
I don't know.
That would not look right just having one. They can't be putting one back up there. Where the hell are they going to put one of the bottles?
Well, here's the thing. They took both down. So I truly think they're not going back, or one is not going back. One of them, if it does return in some capacity, it might just be like a outside the stadium type thing. It might be like one of those, kind of like the Chief statue, where it's a sightseeing type thing where they'll probably have it in a field or somewhere outside of Heinz Field where you can get pictures and see it and all that. I don't know. That is my early prediction, but let's read the article to see if there's anything. In the past, when the Steelers got that far, 2 giant ketchup bottles flanking each side of the main scoreboard would tilt as if pouring. While the bottles have already been removed in the deal with Acrisure, Mr. Hughes-Jack said there would still be some digital replication on the scoreboard. It's not the same. It's not going to be the same.
Well, not only that, one of the 35-foot-tall fiberglass bottles could be returning as part of the Kraft Heinz display to be located elsewhere in the stadium under the new agreement with the ketchup maker. Where are they putting it?
In the stadium. Where in the stadium? That's a giant fucking ketchup bottle.
Is it going to be like beside the big ass Titantron where it used to be? Like, I don't know. I really don't. I can't figure out where they could potentially place it. It's a huge ass ketchup bottle.
There's a lot that needs to be covered in terms of detail, but we're working on an opportunity where we can have a bottle visible at the stadium, says Mr. Hughes-Jack. There are some challenges because the bottles are old and the materials provide some challenges, but we're hopeful to have them on display in the Heinz-sponsored area so the fans can continue to sort of enjoy the history of the building and enjoy that aspect of it, which is why I bring up the fact that, or the theory that it might just be one of those things where it's outside the stadium and you could see it. I don't know. But it might be right next to the Steelers Pro Shop. I have no clue.
But do they even want to do that considering what he just said? The bottles are old and the materials provide some challenges.
So what are you saying? Like,
does it even come back?
If you're thinking they're going to redo them, don't even think about it.
I'm not saying they're going to redo them. I'm just saying that he said that they may return. He never confirmed it. But with the challenges that are going to come to this, with where they may have to put the bottles or a bottle, are they even going to want to do it?
I don't know.
Because where are you going to put it? Do you risk putting it anywhere?
My only thought is they put it right back near the Titantron, but not in its original form where it was tilting. They can't do that. They already took one down, and you can't put one back up and not the other. So it might stand right next to the Titantron, or they'll probably have some sort of platform near the Titantron where, like, it'll be visible.
Maybe by the railings?
That's what I'm saying, because if it's going to be in the stadium, Like, it's got to be where it can obviously hold the height of it.
Yes.
Which would be near the Titantron or somewhere where it's obviously visible for Steelers fans and where it is capable of actually standing and holding and all that. I have no clue, man.
I don't know what they do, but Kraft Heinz agrees to a new 5-year deal with Acrisure Stadium. God.
Oh, God.
I cannot
listen to this.
stand
Listen to
that
this.
name.
Hold on,
I'm just saying.
listen to this. Me neither. Listen to this. In a statement confirming the new deal, Kraft Heinz spokeswoman Kathy Krenger said the bottle will be featured in a prominent location at the stadium where the visitors can get a coveted photo op. That sounds to me it's going to be very similar to the Chief statue where it'll just be outside and they can see it. That's what it sounds like to me.
Honestly, that might be the best case for
right.
The ketchup bottle.
There are other important elements of the deal that will give fans the opportunity to experience our brand, such as concessions, tunnel covers, and more, she added. I could see that as part of like a marketing or branding type thing because obviously, you know, they're going to keep branding Heinz itself.
Yes.
I could totally see that being like a concession thing. What they do with the actual bottle, if they bring it back, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I really don't know what they do with everything, you know, with the Heinz Field signs, the bottles, where they put them. I really don't know what they do with it, but I hope they put it in some sort of museum like the Heinz History Center in downtown Pittsburgh or just maybe near the stadium. I don't know.
Well, listen to this. Kraft Heinz also has plans for the other ketchup bottle and additional Heinz memorabilia from the stadium, Ms. Krenger said. So what do they plan to do with the other ketchup bottle?
For that, we're just going to have to wait and see and hear any kind of news that may come out in the foreseeable future.
Like we mentioned, we absolutely advocate for at least one of them being in the Heinz History Center. That and the front sign that in front of the stadium.
Yeah.
Which is now going to be replaced with the Acrisure Stadium logo. Which, you know, when you think about it, like, all that's already taken down, right? All that is already taken down.
Yeah.
It's got to, like, people are walking by the stadium, right? So used to that. It's got to be, like, naked now. Yeah. It's got to look weird.
Dude, the sign that you would see, you know, and by the gates, the signs are taken down. Everything is taken down.
Yeah.
There's no more, you know, Heinz Field look to it.
No, there's not.
What they do with it, again, I don't know. I would hope they put it in a museum. And with the 5-year deal that they agreed upon, we'll see what they do.
Yeah.
When the regular season comes about, we'll see what they do with the ketchup bottles. We'll see what they do with the signs. I would have to imagine that they would have some memorabilia coming out for the Steelers Pro Shop. Like maybe they have a little area in the shop.
Right.
Where it's like, you know, Heinz memorabilia or in memory of Heinz or something like that, like T-shirts, you know, collective items, stuff like that. I would have to wonder if they add that to the Pro Shop because I think that'd be pretty cool.
I would totally be I'd vouch for that as well, and I would totally buy something like that because I think they ought to just jump on the train with the, you know, fans appreciating the Heinz history and the Heinz Field history and them wanting it to remain, and they you know, they can just get on board with that. And you know, that's why they continued their membership, their partnership rather with Kraft Heinz. Is they signed a 5-year deal, and they're going to have plans to, you know, keep it as a presence at the stadium. But the name change is no longer. But hopefully, for as long as the name change is, Heinz itself will remain a presence.
Yes.
Past the 5-year deal. And who knows, maybe after the 15-year deal, Heinz puts in a hell of an offer that Mr. Rooney II just cannot pass. I would love that. I would sure hope that. Because, I don't know, maybe they bring back the OGs. Imagine that. And in a perfect world. But
I don't know.
I don't know, man. Let's see. I heard the bottles will be automated on the big screen. They are saying that the bottles will be on the big screen and will be animated.
Animate. Oh, I'm trying to get this right. So animated on the big screen. So
Yeah.
so it's just gonna show up. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not going to be like the actual bottle
yeah,
itself.
yeah. They're not gonna hang it back up after taking it down.
No. That's why I think they might have one outside the stadium. And they'll obviously keep the Heinz red zone thing. Like they mentioned, like the chat mentioned, they'll probably just have an animated type thing.
Yeah.
Maybe the Titantron fills back up and they flash something. I don't know.
I mean, I would imagine that's what they do, because what else can they do? Honestly.
I don't know. What I do know is at some point we got to get back to Heinz and see it for myself. But I'm glad we were able to actually get to a game under the Heinz Field name and experience that. It was Ben's second to last home game, and I'll never forget it. Never forget it.
And it's always Heinz to us.
Always Heinz to us.
When it comes to this upcoming season for the previews, post games, all that stuff, watch parties, we're going to be calling the Heinz Field.
And get used to it.
We're going to be calling the Heinz Field in the Acrisure Stadium, even when they get the logo up there.
And get used to it. In fact, I'm thinking about buying some Heinz Field, old memorabilia, like
from previous games and stuff.
Right, or even like something from like the inaugural season, like a hat or something cool. Maybe a ketchup bottle. I mean, I don't fucking know. Maybe put it in the background because it's still Heinz to us. There's a few spots I can put it up here.
Yeah, I mean...
There's a few spots I can put it up here and put it on the screen. By the way, I'm not sure if you guys noticed. That is hanging. That is new to the background. And get used to it because I love it. Bought it back in Pittsburgh at Definitely You. And I've been meaning to get it up, and I finally got it up. And it's gorgeous. Gorgeous is that. But outside of that, man, what do you guys want to talk about? Otherwise, it is a quarter after, almost actually, it's 20 after 10.
Yes, it is.
On a Sunday night, talked about the Madden Ratings a little bit, talked about training camp coming up, and we got some content coming out this upcoming week revolving around training camp and the training camp battles, which will be very anticipated, and which is one of the main reasons why we all loved preseason, because we can see what these guys are capable of. Especially when it comes to the rookies, and especially when it comes to this team now with a new era at hand. I mean, I know I keep saying it, but I am excited.
Yes.
I am excited to see what this team can do in the future because it is a new time, and I'm here for it. I hope they bring back yellow helmets. So do I. I actually think this might be unpopular. Cold take maybe, but I think that the yellow helmet, the gold helmets should be the helmets that they wore when they wear the color rush. In fact, let's see if I can find an image.
I mean, that's not a bad recommendation. It's not a bad opinion.
In fact, let me see here. See, exactly. Boom. Perfect. Just like that. Just like that. That. I think they ought to do that, man. Our color rush unis with the gold helmets. Look at that, man. I think that's purty.
Man, we haven't done that in years.
We haven't done that in many years. There's Debo right there. Come on. Come on. You see, instead of fans petitioning for us to change the fucking stadium name, even though that wouldn't go into a goddamn thing, maybe they should put a petition to have this. Or a petition to, something with the uniforms. Like, make the throwbacks. Make the 70s throwbacks our permanent uniforms. Something like that.
I'll bring these helmets back for the color rush. And can you imagine TJ Watt rocking this shit? Can you imagine Najee Harris rocking this shit?
Hard, bro.
Kenny Pickett?
It's cold, man. That's cold.
Like, come on.
That is cold, bro. I don't know, man. I'm all for that. I'm all for that. I'd get that, man. I'm all for that. It'll be weird seeing this team without Big Ben Roethlisberger, but I'm excited for the future of this team, says Steel Jackson. Shout out to Steel Jackson, man. He just bought himself a Kenny Pickett jersey. Hell yeah. I might have to get one myself. I'm not going to lie.
Nah, I'm going to hold on.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold off for now. Najee was an exception because he's a rare breed. I truly believe that.
But Pickett, seeing what he did for Pitt the last 5 years.
I get that.
And now he's remaining in Pitt and see what legacy he could continue to bring in the city.
I get that.
It's a perfect story, man. I don't know. Steel Jackson, man, I want to ask you a question, since I truly believe, out of everyone that I know personally, you have seen Kenny Pickett for all of his 5 years. So I think you know him better than anyone I know personally. How do you personally think Pickett will do in the black and gold? Not just this year, but as a career-wise. Because you've seen the era of Pickett in Pittsburgh. So how do you think that era will continue as he goes next door? I'm curious to hear your thoughts, man. It's Ain't Too Cool says, thoughts on Vinnie Mac retiring from WWE. Thank fucking Christ. Now I might actually watch the product again. I haven't watched...
It's about damn time.
I haven't watched that product religiously or weekly since, like, 2019, honestly. Like, I watch pay-per-views here and there. Like, I watched Mania. I'll probably watch SummerSlam this upcoming weekend. I watch specific pay-per-views depending on the card, depending on the build, depending on the importance. But yeah, thank God. Thank God, man. Honestly.
And it didn't matter how he got out of that position. It really didn't, as long as he's out, because he was killing the product, and it's been long overdue for Vince to go.
Yep, and now he's kind of cornered with what's going on and what's being dug up about him. So I mean,
but that's his problem.
That's his problem, man.
That's his problem. That's his fault. He can deal with it.
Every old rich dude is some sort of fucking.
And having to be in that position while this is going on, it's not a good look for the company overall. He had no choice but to step down.
Nope. So
and now his daughter Stephanie is a co-CEO.
Right. His son-in-law, Triple H, is now talent relations
guy
again.
Thank God. Because when he was in that role,
right.
I swear to God, some of the best product I've ever seen.
I don't know,
WWE.
man. I might have to start watching the product again. It depends, man. Change isn't going to be immediate, but I might have to start watching. Steel Jackson says, I honestly think he's the future of this team. He's the most NFL ready out of this class. I think we can all agree with that.
Yes.
And I do think he has true potential to be the future of this team, the next franchise. Now, he doesn't have to be Big Ben. He doesn't have to be the greatest of all time. He just has to be someone that we can lean on to for like 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, that is a huge success.
That's a major success. All Pickett's got to do is be himself.
Right.
Be himself, get on the field, and win some football games.
Right. Now, if we could have like a Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers type of deal, I mean... Please, but I'm not expecting. But I do think Pickett has what it takes to just be that next franchise.
Yeah.
Dominic says, I have a Bush Color Rush or an away Ben jersey. Should I look for a new one before that preseason game in Jacksonville? You can wear the away Ben. I would wear the away Ben. But if you want, I would absolutely look for a new one. Potentially Muth, Najee. If you don't have a Watt, that should be next on your list.
Or even a Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Or a Cam Hayward. Or if you want to go throwback, definitely a Troy. Definitely anybody, honestly.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for a new jersey and you want a current player, Watt's the guy. Watt is that dude. Steel Jackson says, he may have small hands, but he is accurate with the football and has a very good arm and is very good in the pocket. Very mobile quarterback, can escape in the pocket as well. Something this team has missed for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to get that back, whether that is Mitch or Pickett, but I am excited for that. In fact, I was watching the Pitt-Clemson game last year, which was on ACC Network. We were watching at Cold Steel's house, and it was, I got a good glimpse at Pickett because, I want to see a little bit more before we get into training camp preseason, and I'm excited for this guy.
Yeah.
Very excited for this guy. He has the potential to be a very good quarterback in this draft class, and many Steelers fans on Twitter hated the pick. I'm not going to lie. I didn't like the pick initially either, and that's mostly due to me falling into the Malik Willis trap that the Steelers were 100% on him, and he was the guy, and the hype over Malik Willis. It blinded me from the fact that it was so obvious the Steelers would have picked Pickett because they've seen him more than any other guy on that board. So
when we were on the clock and the pick was in, I forgot all about Pickett because just like him, I was focused on Willis. I thought the pick was Malik Willis.
Yeah,
I did.
And I had a small gripe about Pickett because of his age, and that's so.
I never cared about that.
That's stupid.
And I always liked Pickett coming out of Pittsburgh, as he was a Heisman finalist. Right. I just completely forgot. I don't know how I did. I completely forgot all about him because of Malik Willis. Yeah. Or even Desmond Ridder.
That's why it blindsided me. I did not
and
think the Steelers...
when the selection happened, I was literally mind blown.
So was I.
I couldn't believe it.
Right. And when I mean the age thing, it's just silly of me to think that age as a rookie for a quarterback has a decreasing value. It doesn't, because quarterbacks last a long time in this league now.
Yeah.
Now, if you're talking like an edge guy or someone that will only be here for like 10, 11 years, then yeah, I understand that. But as for a quarterback, I mean, that was so small and so stupid to me to, just write him off.
Yeah.
Because of his age. Very stupid. It made all the sense in the world for the Steelers to draft Pickett. I mean, come on. It's crazy because like 2 years ago, I never would have thought this guy would have been a first rounder or he would have been a Steeler. Because when I used to watch Pitt games back during his college days, I don't think any of us knew we were looking at a first rounder or the next Steelers quarterback.
No.
That's insane. That's kind of funny. Yeah, exactly. Someone that can win us games. Exactly. If we get that in Kenny Pickett, that's a success. That is a success. Steele Jackson even adds he has to limit his turnovers, but I truly believe in him. Yeah. Yeah, so do I. And the city of Pittsburgh's incredibly behind him.
Yeah, of course. He's already brought so much joy to Pittsburgh anyway.
He's already taken a leadership role, man. Love it. Let's see. If I wasn't broke, I'd have a massive jersey collection of all sports. I feel you. In fact, I wish I had more Steelers jerseys. Speaking of Steelers jerseys, the king of Steelers jerseys has got to be Steele Jackson. Like I said, he just bought a Kenny Pickett jersey, color rush at that. He told me that was his 53rd Steelers jersey. 53rd. 53rd. I don't think I even have half of that. I don't think Rob and I here combined don't even have that much.
No, we don't. We don't.
He has 53 individual Steelers jerseys. Shout out to Steele Jackson.
His collection is unmatched.
Out of this world. I'm jealous, bro.
How? How do you hold so much memorabilia? Like, my God.
Yeah.
My God.
Right.
It's crazy.
Dominic says, thanks. I have always wanted a Troy jersey. Yeah, definitely get a Troy. In fact, I've been meaning to get a Troy myself. I have a Troy, but it's one of those DH Gate cheap ones that's a little too big on me. Which, I mean, if I wore that to a Steelers game under a hoodie, it's perfectly fine. But if I want to wear that like for a live stream or something, it just drips too much. And that's not comfy to me. I might get one of those Mitchell & Ness ones down the road. Same thing with like a Bettis. Like, that'd be awesome. Because Mitchell & Ness is where it's at. Because I have two Mitchell & Ness jerseys, and that's Joe Green and Jack Lambert. And they're some of the most comfortable jerseys I have.
Yep.
In fact, that's top 3 most comfortable jerseys I have. Number 1 being my Heath Miller Reebok. Love that jersey. I also love the Bumblebee Kiesel I have. But, I don't know. I always wanted a Bumblebee jersey. And I seen something on eBay, and Kiesel was there. I'm like, 2 birds with 1 stone.
I don't have a Bumblebee jersey. I gotta look to get one.
You do have one of those throwback ones from the 94 season? Which was
it's
Kevin Green.
Yeah, Kevin Green. It was a throwback jersey to their original uniforms.
Yep.
I have a Kevin Green throwback jersey. It's a comfortable fucking jersey. It's a dope looking jersey.
It's a beautiful jersey. They even have a Roddy Woodson one, which I have to get. I have so many on my bucket list when it comes to Steelers jerseys. Bro, I need to win the lottery or something.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I know. Jesus. Young boy said we drafted Pickett before the draft. We actually did. In fact, I seen a tweet earlier that said Coach T messaged some of the players saying, we got our guy. He was hype. If you didn't see the video of him calling Pickett, he was hype.
He ran to the phone. He didn't waste any second.
Right. D Hunt 28 says, what game do you think George Pickens or Austin has that breakout type of game? Very good question. I would love to say week 1, but that's being way too confident.
Pickett ain't gonna get.
Honestly, I could see the Jets game being one of those breakouts. Although their defense their secondary is a little improved, but I could see like one of those games within like week 4, week 5, something like that.
Yeah.
In fact, let's look at the schedule here. Yeah, I could see maybe the Browns. The Browns game on Thursday night. That's a Thursday night game. Which reminds me, I gotta put in the personal day for that.
Yeah.
Fuck, we gotta put in the personal day tomorrow for next Friday.
Oh yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
Breakout game, week 2. Give me the Patriots. Debut at Heinz Field.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that. I could see the Bucs game. That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
That'd be real cool. Let's see. Where are we at? Mitchburg, Pickett are both upgrades from Ben, year 18. You're not wrong. Not wrong at all. And that's no disrespect to Ben. It's just last year, obviously, he just wasn't old Ben, so that's like...
He was on his last legs?
All right, so, when you look at Mitch and Pickett, they're obviously younger. They have stronger arms and more mobile. That's what this offense needs.
Yeah.
That's the spark this offense needs, man. They'll open the offense so fucking much. God, I can't wait. I'm sorry. I'm getting hyped over a fucking preseason game, but I don't know, man. Let's see. Let Pro Bowl Trubisky show you what up. No more Bears offense, says Steve Anders. I love that. I hope so, man. But let's say he does. Then what happens next? What happens in 2023?
I can't really answer that.
I can't answer that because...
We just got to wait and see, what really happens.
Cold Steel's in the chat. He says Madden 23 can kick rocks. I agree, bro.
Not getting the game. I ain't get last year's. I ain't getting this year's. I ain't getting another one until I hear change. I'm saving my $60.
Yeah. Same. I could put that $60 elsewhere.
And it's a shame because John Madden's on the cover. And I would have liked and hoped that EA was going to be a little more serious. And they weren't going to be lazy.
Yeah.
And they were actually going to better the game. But it's EA. It's what they do.
It's Ain't Too Cool says, have you ever seen someone wearing the Steelers jersey of just the most random player?
Most random player.
I'm trying to think back to the Titans game we went to. I did see someone wear a Duck jersey.
Duck Hodges.
That was interesting.
I'm trying to remember because I think I saw one, but I can't remember. I can't remember who it was. I can't remember the number.
Could add Artie Burns to that as a random.
I'm really trying to think.
Honestly, you know what? The most random Steelers jersey I have is Slash. And
that's not really random.
It's not, but like when you think of Steelers jerseys, no one's gonna poke that out. And that was my first jersey ever.
Depending who you ask.
Yeah.
Depending who you ask.
I have a Bumblebee Brown. It's for sale. Oof.
Yeah.
Steel Jack says I don't have any a Bumblebee jersey either for as many as I own, but I would be the type own every type of Steelers jersey to exist. Oh, absolutely.
I believe that.
Absolutely. In fact, I think that's a goal of mine too. That is a goal of mine too. Let's see. Tomlin ran a 4-3 getting to the phone to call Pickett. Yeah, he did.
That's funny.
I'm more excited about Calvin Austin than Pickens. A little bit, me too. Only because of his speed factor, and he may not be better statistically, but due to the speed, he might have a bigger impact because he's going to open a lot.
You definitely want to get that speed involved. That's for sure.
Right. How do people have us losing to Miami? Just because they got Tyreek Hill doesn't make them Super Bowl contenders, says Noah. You're absolutely right. I don't see how we lose to Miami. Their defense is solid, I'll give them that. But our defense is better, and their line is... their line's all right. But
Brian Flores is going to be on a mission in that game. He's going back to Miami. He's going to be... he's not going to coach.
Right.
But he's going to tell his linebacker, he's going to tell his guys, don't fuck this up.
No.
Be on your best game.
Yeah. Going
up against Tua and the running backs they got, the targets that they got, Waddle and Hill and Gesicki.
I would give the Dolphins this. Overall as a team, they are pretty good.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're playoff caliber yet, but they're more like a 7-10, 8-9 type team I see because Mike McDaniel and the offense he's been running and help orchestrating under Kyle Shanahan and San Francisco. Now he's got two of the biggest speedsters in the league. I don't know what the quarterback situation is going to look like. It's a make or break here for Tua, but
it's going to have to be.
The defense is solid. He's got targets. The running backs are decent. On paper, they look like a decent team that could show potential. Could be better with a better quarterback. That's how I think
that really depends on how Tua does.
Right.
Knowing, he's got some of the best targets in the game.
Right. So, I mean, this season will be determined based on Tua for the Dolphins, but I don't see how we lose to him, though.
And Tyreek Hill hyping him up, saying, "Oh, he's got a better arm than Patrick Mahomes. Oh, he throws more accurately." It's like, okay, well, we better see it. If you say so, Hill. Like,
yeah, I know. Oh, he has to say that. I mean, what the hell is he gonna say?
Say he's doing good, looking great in practice, but he's saying he's better than Mahomes.
Well, maybe it's a trap question by the reporters.
I don't know.
These reporters, man, always trying to get some fucking story.
You're right.
Jacob says, "Yo, hey, yo, what's up?" If Ben had Tom Brady conditioning, he would be a Steeler forever. I mean, I guess we all wish. I mean, Tom Brady conditioning is a rare breed, bro.
Yeah, it really is.
Cold Steel says, "I'm buying NHL 23." So am I. That's where my 60's going. Bold prediction, probably not much of one, but still, Najee rushes for 2,000 yards and scores 20 to 25 touchdowns. Really?
And that is bold.
Woo, 2,000. Imagine that.
That is bold. Imagine that.
Najee 2K, bro.
Imagine that.
That would be something in the second year. That would be something. I think he gets a comfortable 1,300 yards. I think he gets double-digit rushing touchdowns.
And we better run the ball with him.
Yeah. What you all think about Watson going to the AFC North? Can we make it through those 6, or can he make it through those 6 games? I don't know. Man, this Watson situation is so fucked up on so many levels because we all know how great Watson is.
Yes.
There's no denying that. Arguably a top 5 quarterback when he was playing with the Texans. Then everything comes out. Odd timing, but everything comes out. And then more women start, coming out about what he's been doing. And there's been clarification of how many masseuses he's had and this and that. And even the Texans knew, I think. And
yeah, Texans may have been involved.
They've settled with 20 or more of them. I forget.
The majority of it. I think there's like maybe 3 remaining or so. I don't know.
And now he's obviously looking at a suspension, which could be...
It's been from full season to 10 games to 8 games to 6 games to now 4 games. At this point, might as well go 2. Which, I don't know about you. I think that's ludicrous for Deshaun Watson, considering Calvin Ridley's no longer going to be playing this upcoming season because he betted on a game that he wasn't even playing in. But this man has 23 women alleging of what he did. Yet you're going to give this guy 6 games at most?
It makes no sense. And apparently Watson and his team said they're going to sue the NFL if they suspend him. Honestly, I think the NFL can absolutely defeat that. They have the representation. They have the guys that they can hire to fight that. Honestly,
sounds to me Watson's threatening the NFL. Don't sue me this long, or I'll do this. It's like, why the fuck should the NFL be intimidated by a fucking player?
And all of this, the Browns traded everything for this guy.
Yeah, they traded a boatload for this guy, and they are paying him guaranteed money.
Fully guaranteed. I mean, this guy could be in prison. He'll still be making money. Like, what the fuck?
Maybe more comes out. I don't know. There could be more.
It's a weird.
We don't really know.
See, it's a weird situation.
What's going on?
Exactly, we don't know. And the whole Baker Brown situation, that's a whole nother topic.
Like, I'm not gonna lie.
There's more that I'm sure it has not even come out about that.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. I would love to be a fly on the wall to hear what the hell's going on behind closed doors of the Browns facility.
Yeah.
With Baker and Watson and these allegations, even the fucking Texans.
Well, I mean, I think Rich Eisen said it best. The Browns sold their soul to the devil.
They
for
did.
Watson.
So yeah, they did. They did. And yeah, I mean, listen, Baker's nothing special. He's nothing great. But it was shitty how they treated Baker.
It was, but at the same time, shout out to Loose Cannon because we've talked to him, and he even said that there was reports of him being immature backstage and how he never grew up from his rookie year, and even after the playoff game, the playoff run they had, that he didn't step up as a leader, which I believe. I truly believe that. But I don't know. I think there's just more underneath that we don't know. There's so much we don't know. To the point, this could be like a 30 for 30 type fucking thing in like 20 years.
It might be.
This could be a Netflix documentary.
I'm just judging based on what we know right now. There could be much more that we don't know. Loose Cannon may be right. There could be some more stuff behind closed doors.
I mean, I don't know, bro. Everything going with the Browns is a total Browns thing, but it's all like, I don't know.
Speaking as football fans, really.
Right.
But that's their problem. That's their problem. They decided to put their name into this problem.
Right.
They got themselves in this because they wanted a better quarterback.
Right. And I understand, like, us as Steelers fans, like, we probably don't even have any room to talk about this, knowing,
Yeah, what Ben went through.
Right. Although it's an entirely different situation, and there was actual proof that he didn't really do anything. And he got suspended what? Oh, Michael O'Malley says it. Ben got 6 games for 2 acquisitions. Do the math, that's 3 per accusation. So Watson should get 72 games.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, honestly, in my opinion, Watson should be suspended indefinitely at this point.
I understand the NFL's got to do their own investigation and stuff like that, but why has nothing been done now?
I don't know. I have no fucking clue.
I mean, like, what's really the wait? This man should not be playing football this upcoming season. I'm being honest. With all these allegations coming out, this man should not be playing football this year. He should not be.
And I tried giving the guy the benefit of the doubt because the timing was weird, and we all know, like, stuff like this, not many of them are so believable. But, bro, it's like between the press conference they had when Watson first got there and the way Watson is handling this himself and how his team is handling it and how they're coming off about it, it's all eerie. It's, like, creepy to watch.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't sit right. Like, something's wrong. I don't know, bro. I don't fucking know. And we probably will never know the truth. I don't know. But the fact that this is all surrounding the Cleveland Browns is hilarious because this is a Browns thing.
Now they got Josh Rosen just to be a fill-in guy for camp.
Right.
A backup 2%.
Josh Rosen, former first-round pick. Remember him? Lord almighty. Man, poor Josh Rosen.
It's the Browns for you.
Yeah.
They're in this predicament. They put themselves in it. Now they got to pay the price for at least this season.
Yep. I think at some point to it is going to get benched for Teddy. I agree. Danny SB says, besides Najee, what Steeler would you pick for fantasy football? Deontay, if you're talking to PPR league, but definitely Pat Freiermuth.
I got to say Deontay.
Yeah.
No question.
I'm excited to see what he does this year. Just based on, a new quarterback at Realm. Like, could he burst off?
I mean,
could he have that game-changer ability like a Jamar Jefferson or Jamar Chase,
I will say this about Deontay, and there's no denying it. I don't know how the hell he did what he did with Big Ben as quarterback when Ben was on his last legs.
Right.
I really don't know how he did it. Now, with a younger guy, that's exciting. I'm not going to lie.
Right.
That really is.
Let's see, where are we at? If we got Watson, we would have been suspended on the spot. Oh, he would have been suspended on the spot. I agree.
You're not lying. You're not lying.
Yeah, I mean, I forgot, Aiden, I forgot that he even did that video thing with Mia Khalifa. The fuck?
That's right.
Yeah. She was in a maid costume, and she tried to dunk on him.
Yes, I mean, that's...
Get your mind out of the gutter,
That's
folks.
iffy. That's iffy. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
That was before he got drafted, too. Jeez.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
I have another random jersey. Is Mike Wallace. That's a good one, though. That's a good one.
That's a good one, Mike Wallace.
Let's see. I hope Josh Dobbs starts for the Browns this season. I mean, if Brissett goes down, Dobbs will definitely be the starter. Imagine that. Josh Dobbs, bro. What a journey that he's had, bro.
Well, Josh Dobbs being that category of Browns quarterback starting, that long list.
I wish him luck.
I do.
I've always liked Dobbs. Coming out of Tennessee, I always liked him. So
and I think he's definitely got a spot if you were to choose a career in coaching in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely feel like he's got a spot. He's such an intelligent person.
yeah, I still believe that myself.
If you ever go down that path, I think he make a great coach.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to check Twitter quick, see what's going down on the Twitter wall. And nothing. See what happens when we don't have football around? Nothing happens on Twitter. Nothing happens on Twitter, bro.
Nope.
Not a single thing. God, I need football back now, bro. I mean,
It's only a matter of time. It's almost here.
yeah.
It's almost here. As a matter of fact, when's that Pro Football Hall of Fame game? Isn't it only like a couple days away?
Oh, wow. Yeah, you're right.
I can't remember what teams are in it, though, but I know it's only a couple days. It should be a couple days away.
I forgot. Are they doing that this year?
I believe so. Why wouldn't they? They did last year.
Yeah. It is the Raiders versus the Jags.
That's what it was.
Thursday, August 4th.
Next Thursday.
So, next Thursday, folks. So, this upcoming week, actually Tuesday, the Pittsburgh Steelers will be attending and will be reporting to training camp, to Latrobe, to St. Vincent College for the first time since the pandemic started, where they belong. And then next week, even though it's a Hall of Fame game, it's preseason, I'm still going to watch it because I need football. Mm-hmm. Next week we get football. So you're telling me that this last week of July is probably going to be the last week without football until the playoffs?
Yeah.
I mean, I know we might have that 1 week from the last preseason game to the first regular season game without it, but still.
Yeah.
I still count it. Wow.
We're going to get football back soon, folks. We are going to get football back soon.
And it starts this week when the Pittsburgh Steelers report to training camp. How about that? It's here. It is absolutely here.
I can't wait, dude.
I
cannot wait.
The wait is pretty much almost over. And I can't wait. And yes, D Hunt 20 says prayers to John Mechie. Yes,
of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, that was heartbreaking to hear on Twitter today.
Yeah.
Prayers to John Mechie, and hopefully he can come back and next year and definitely show what he's capable of. Because I mean, Mechie's a great talent, but health comes first, obviously.
Yes.
Football is second. So prayers to John Mechie, absolutely. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, football is here. Football might as well be here. The Steelers report to camp on Tuesday. We're going to have some content coming out this week talking about training camp battles. And then we have a football game next Thursday. And then the Steelers report to preseason come August 13th. So that's exciting. And I cannot wait. So I think we're going to call it a night, guys. Appreciate the stream tonight. And, yeah, man, I think we'll do another one of these possibly next week, depending on what news comes out, depending what topic we can come up with. Or maybe it's just a small talk. We'll figure it out. But I can't wait for that, man. So appreciate you guys. And you guys have a great rest of your night. Have a good week, man. Stay hydrated. Stay healthy. We'll get through this one more week without football, man, as the Steelers report to camp. So I can't wait. And see you guys in the next one.
Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later.
Peace!